Hello everyone, and welcome to another One Piece match. This is round 2 of the locals I was playing in last week. I know we skipped around, I just wanted to see what this person's name wanted to be before I put them on, but their name is Riot. So here we are in round 2. Currently I am 0-1 in this one, and I'm just trying to figure out like really how to play this deck still. I think I have a way better understanding on how to pilot this deck now. It's funny because I realize in every set so far, like, I will play Luffy and then I'll end on Law somehow. Like, in EB-01, I played Structure Deck Luffy, and then I ended up playing Red-Green Law at the end. So, yes. I believe I won the die roll here, and I decided to give her first. I go second and take my mulligan, and I don't remember if she mulliganed or not. So yeah, I did give them first, and now it's my turn. So I draw the 5-cost kid for turn. I think my hand... Oh, no, I didn't. Okay, there you go. I draw the queen for turn. And yeah. I have nothing to do on my first turn. No Gordons or anything to play. It is yellow, so they have a harder time removing it unless they have the Gadatsu. But I always have to remember that Gadatsu does exist. Alright, so she just starts with a simple 7k in. And I go ahead and take this, because I do want to get down to like 2 life if possible, but it is very scary because reject does still exist right now. And this was a cool play, so she stacks her life with Hiyori. And I'm like, okay, well, it looks like I'm going to have to deal with a trigger here. So I go ahead and I get my Dawn, and I kind of want to see what the trigger is before I actually play anything to see if I need to remove it quickly or not. So I just go 5 in, and she actually defends it, which I was very confused. Like, that's weird. Wouldn't you want the trigger? But it's okay. So I just go Iron and ramp, and I'm like, okay, weird. I wonder why. So I'm counting my hands to see if I can actually rage you this turn, and it looks like I can't, but it'll be okay. There we go. We pass it back. And now she's at 5 done and draws for her turn. And now this is what really blew my mind on how this whole next sequence went down. Let's see. Alright, so she actually just decides to go all into my lot, saying that there's nothing worth playing, and she actually stacks her last life now. So she put what she wanted as her last life on the top, and I thought that was really interesting. I do get the Robin trigger, luckily, letting me ramp back to 4, so I'm not going to 7, but it does kind of suck. But she didn't play anything, so it didn't feel too bad for me to actually make that Robin trigger happen. But yep, so here we go. We go 5 for the kid. So now I can actually start law affecting and not feeling like I'm losing everything. Also, you know, just having a blocker up is nice. So I go 5 to see if she'll actually take it now. And she does. And let's see if she gets anything here. Looks like she did get a trigger, but she decides not to use it. And I can't tell what it is. Then I just go 5 again. I'm thinking, like, if I just put down a bunch of swings, the 10-drop mobs are going to feel kind of rough. I swing 5, and she does give me a 2k counter, which does feel pretty good. I go ahead and I law effect to bottom deck the Hiyori. Then I go Sachi Penguin effect, and then Kid effect. So now I just got back all the Dawn that I just used, which feels amazing. And I go ahead and just swing 7, because I saw that she 2k countered out of the 5k, and I'm like, maybe she'll give me more counter, maybe she'll just take the hit. But I am kind of behind when it comes to life right now, and she does take it. So slowly closing the gap again. I am a 4 life leader opposed to her 5 life leader, so not that much of a gap, but still I don't want it to be this much. And at this point I do know what her last life is, so I do have to make a plan based on what it could be. I'm predicting like beige, maybe 0 cost event, Nami's maybe. I'm not sure what's really in the deck fully, but I have to be prepared. Alright, so it looks like she's thinking about what she wants to do with 7. She goes 4, and she just rejects the kid, which is actually really nice. And I'm like, dang, okay. That kind of sucks. I had a whole plan for this kid, but it's okay. And then she just goes 9 into my life, and or 9 into Miss All Sunday. And I just let it go. There's no point. She checks her life, she leaves it there. Which, her not putting it at the bottom can mean one of two things. Either she does have the 0 cost event at the bottom of her life, or it's just something that she doesn't really want at that bottom. I do go 5 here again. We play the queen to see if we can fix our hand again, because she got rid of the kid, and we did not get another kid. And I'm like, okay, dang, what do I trash here? I have so many cards in hand. I go ahead and drop a kid killer, hoping that I'm not going to regret that later on. Even though, you know, now that I think about it, if it was like a Sanji or a Brûlée trigger, having that kid killer would have actually been really nice. I decided to go heavy in here to see if she will just counter out. So I go 7 in. If possible, getting her down to 7 would be amazing this turn, but I don't know if it's going to happen. So she does give me 2 2Ks, and I do see this, and I'm like, okay, that means I get to go even harder in now. So I go ahead and go 5 in, because I thought I had kid for a second. I'm like, alright, I can go 6-6. She gives me 2K. I go 6 again after seeing her drop 3 2Ks, and she does take it. And I'm finally got her down to 2 life, and I'm like, okay, we're finally at the same point. I go ahead and I use Law Effect because I just want to get another body out, and I do drop another kid killer and swing 7 in, seeing if I can get her down to 1 life. Because in a perfect world, honestly... Oh, and she does give me the 0 cost event. In a perfect world, honestly, getting her down to her... Like, getting her to use that last trigger now would make the end of the game so much easier for me. Because I'm not, like, threatened for game yet. Alright, so now she has to decide how she wants to deal with my board here. I have a bunch of bodies she can swing on. I do have a 7K blocker. It looks like she's going to rest 4, and she's going to reject this queen. And I'm just not able to keep anything up. No blockers, and it just feels really scary for me because I feel like I can die at any moment. But she is down to 2 cards in hand, and I know one of them has to be a 10-drop Big Mom, right? Like, you can't play this deck without having 1 brick. So she has 5 done, and she rests 5. Nope, she puts 5 under, which means she's going 11 into Kid Killer. I just kind of have to let him go. And now she knows both of her life, and I have 3 swings, which means I could go for game. But again, we know that she knows her last life, and I don't know if I can play through that. Alright, here we go. So, I go 5 in. With only 2 cards in hand, I'm hoping she just takes it. And she does, so now I know she has at least... She doesn't have as much counter as I thought she would. And now let's see if she goes ahead and uses her trigger. So she takes it, it is beige, my leader can't attack. And now I'm regretting pitching that Kid Killer from the beginning of the game. So I'm just going to block her up here. So I do -3 to play 2 laws, and I'm just hoping that this is enough. I'm expecting 10 cost Big Mom here, because it is the first 10 Dawn turn, and it gives her a chance to live longer if she does. But if she does 10 drop, I'm able to counter out of any of the swings, so that is the downside to this play. So she does go 10 drop Mom, and I go ahead and burn the life. It's a raise max, which is fine because I can't do anything with it right now. There's nothing for me to minus. She goes 5 into something. I'm probably, yeah, I just go ahead and 1K counter. And I draw for turn, and now I have 5 swings. She has 1 life, so even a beige or a Sanji trigger shouldn't do it here. But I do have to think, like, if I have to swing my entire board to win, and it doesn't win, I do just lose. So she has 1 card in hand, so I do just go 7 in. And she takes it. I'm hoping that it's not a crazy trigger, especially a healing trigger. It is Onami. She pops the law. Then I go 7 in, and she has to take it. Yep, 2 drop bombs. It was a close game. Honestly, if that would have been the healing life, I don't even know what I would have done if she went healing life into something like, I don't know, the Nami at the end. But it was a good game. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.